Hey, welcome back. It's Tim again, and I am here to improve your life. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and enjoy. So, what we're going to talk about today is something that I really believe in, and it's very, very important to me. It is meditation. Meditation. So, why is meditation so important? Well, meditation allows you to think ahead. It allows you to open up your mind and to just see things that are deep in your subconscious. It allows you to relax. It allows you to get less sleep. It allows you to be more chill. It allows you to open up your emotions to other people. It allows you to visualize. It allows you to be more calm. It allows you to concentrate more. It allows you to get all of your junk off of the table and get everything out. Everything out that's backed up in you. Get it out. Just blah. And that getting all the stuff off of your plate, out of your mind, and getting away from yourself through like meditation, that is going to open you up to new thoughts, better thoughts, more creative thoughts. It's like one of the craziest things that's available to you, and it's free. I said this in an older video log. It was like there's so much stuff out there that's free that people don't even do, and it's some of the most important stuff. Like you can diet for free. Like you can intermittent fast. It doesn't cost you money to not eat. It doesn't cost you money to run or do sit-ups or push-ups. It doesn't cost anything to just exercise. It doesn't cost anything to meditate. All of these things are free. It doesn't cost you anything to get more sleep. So you can do all these things. I don't think it costs you anything to read. All this stuff is right there and it's available. And meditation is one of the biggest things because it's going to help your brain, and your brain runs everything. When your brain is working right, your whole system's going to work better. You're going to think better thoughts, you're going to think smarter things, you're going to be more positive, enthusiastic, optimistic. So, when you meditate, one thing that happens is these thoughts, they just come up inadvertently when you're trying to focus on just your breathing and just like what it feels like to inhale and exhale, and you focus on your breathing, and then inadvertently if the thought just floats up and you're like, oh, okay, and you can kind of acknowledge it but not like really go into it, and just kind of like let it drift away, let it float away. The thought can come in there and then just kind of float along its path. You're not getting too overwhelmed by it and going on a whole train of thought with this thing that comes up, the thought. Because you're not your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. You're not your thoughts, and you're not your thoughts. If you get it. So sometimes you'll get to a point where you've almost run out of all the crap that would be on your list of things that would come up. You've contemplated your job and your relationship and the hamper full of dirty clothes and the pee on the bathroom seat and all sorts of stuff. And you've gone through every single conceivable thing that you could imagine. And then you're sitting there and then your brain kind of goes into this thing where it's like, I don't know what else to do. And that's when the really cool stuff happens. That's when these memories that have been locked away in the recesses of your subconscious start to then make themselves known, and they kind of rear their not saying they rear their ugly head, but they just kind of come out of the nether realm, the ether of your mind, and you'll get these almost cinematic flashbacks of like experiences that you had when you were a child, and you'll see these things and they will have significant meaning, maybe even emotional. You can have something called an emotional upheaval when you are in these deep, deep meditative states where like it will go. You've gone so far down that rabbit hole of all the basic stuff that you do go into your subconscious. I've had this happen before. You can look it up. It's called an emotional upheaval, and this happens, and then you'll literally start to relive this experience from your past, and it's coming out of your subconscious, and you can deal with it. You can emotionally go through it. Those things are worth acknowledging and picking apart and unpacking. What does it mean? You can get those things out of you, and you can have this new perspective when you're finished with your meditation and your journey, and you can be a different person because those experiences that are coming out of you, they are part of you, and they've been part of you, and you can see it, and you can acknowledge it, and then it can leave you, and it's no longer part of you anymore, or you are, it's still part of you because it's changed you into the new you've become. That's worth it. That's worth it. But if you don't go down this journey, you will never get those things off of your chest and out of your soul. Or you won't be able to reincorporate them into you in a new version of yourself that's more capable of handling it. So I think that it's very, very valuable. I believe that you could go through this on a regular basis and get down to like every last little thing, and then it's gone. And then you don't have any of these other weird subconscious emotional experiences that you've had when you were a kid or in high school, or when you were in junior high and some kid like pantsed you in the cafeteria, and the cutest girl that you had a crush on saw your boxer shorts with the heart print all over it, or whatever. That stuff's gonna be a thing of the past if you allow yourself to go on that spiritual mental journey into your own soul. Go for it, go for it. Do that. Because I believe that if you get all of that stuff off of your chest, that it won't be there. You'll be a lighter person. And then when you go through life, you won't have any of those other subconscious mental blocks holding you down. And I think that it works like you're going to be rewinding from today, and it works its way all the way back. And then eventually, you'll get to the very beginnings. And then all those things will end up being gone. And then you'll go back in meditation, and then you'll find another thing that you thought you didn't even know was there. And then you'll get that out. And if you keep doing this, you'll run out of shit. I think you'll run out, so to speak. You'll never run out because you keep moving forward, but you're moving forward while looking backwards at your own life. And if you just keep going, there'll be so much less that you are held down. There's so much less mental and emotional and spiritual baggage that you'll be so free and open. And then that version of you will have more energy to just literally apply to everything that you do in your life. And that will make you like the tip of the arrow, so to speak, of your own life. Because you're the back and the feather. You're the back end of the arrow. You're not the tip of the arrow. You're not even on this. Maybe you're on the shaft. You're a shaft is what you are. But you want to be the point of the tip. But you can't get there just by doing weights and just by getting your bank account blowed up. It's not right. I mean, you're not going to make it all the way there. Because that's just a couple things. I think that if you really focus on your mind, the meditation, you can access your spirit, and then by accessing your spirit through your mind, that's how you can open up your heart, get all that shit out. Then I think that we'll have something really, really interesting. I believe that is what Joe Rogan has done using the sensory deprivation tank. That is what I believe. I see, if you look at his life, it's been like he's very successful and he's a badass without all that shit. But once he got wealthy enough, he was already kind of a seeker of knowledge and whatnot. Very into like Miyamoto Musashi and martial arts and trying to just seek the truth, which is what all great philosophers do, and comedians are philosophers. So he goes down this path, and then he finds out about the sensory deprivation tank, and then he journeys down that realm. And there's like this thing. If you look at his career, like IMDb, his like career, and then try to find out when he got his tank, and his career has just made that he's changed as a person. And I can't say that the DMT trips and the mushrooms did it or the weed did it. Maybe the weed had because he's been doing weed for a long time. The weed had something to do with it because it's a regular kind of thing, and it's kind of it's a mind expanding thing. It's psychoactive, but I think that the tank is the vehicle that made Joe change, and that tank is where the meditation truly happens and the self reflection. And I believe that is why Joe Rogan is so successful. He works hard, but being open mentally and spiritually and emotionally, because he's on the tank all the time, allows him to work at that rate. That the sensory deprivation tank is the key to success. Meditating in that tank is the key to Joe Rogan's success, in my opinion. And if you can meditate on your own, you will change the game. That's my theory. Meditation ain't bullshit. The tank is the most awesome place you can meditate. If you get a fucking tank and you float in the tank all the goddamn time, you will be a completely different person, far more successful in short order. That's my theory. That's what I think. And yeah, so I was chilling on this video log. This is me just going off. I hope you like it. Please comment, subscribe, and tell your friends. Peace.